Ladies and gentlemen, this is Piano Bar Live with your host, Michael McAssey.
And I am all alone. There is no one here beside me. And my problems haven't gone. There is no one to deride me. But you got to have friends. The feeling's oh so strong. You got to have friends to make that day last long. I got some friends, but they're gone. Something came and took them away from the dusk till the dawn. Here is where I'll stay, standing at the end of the road, boys, waiting for my new friends to come. I don't care if I'm hungry or freezing cold. I gotta get me some, 'cause you got to have friends. La 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 la, friends. Oh, look at all the friends that are adding on. I can almost see you, although I'm blind as a bat, but I know there's people out there. Welcome to Piano Bar Live at home, at all of our homes. I'm Michael McAssey. I don't know who you are, but we're going to find out in a minute. 'Cause you got to have friends, friends, friends. I gotta get mine, you gotta get your, we gotta get our friends. Hi, you guys. This is since we started Piano Bar Live back in August, all of this was just weird to me. And it's now a new chapter of weird, but thank God you all are there and that we're able to do this. It has been quite the time. We have been staying in touch. I know I'm currently in Atlantic City. Everyone's scattered throughout the 7 winds, but we're all able to keep in touch. And we're learning a lot more electronically nowadays, aren't we? I used to only be able to I could barely Facebook. That was it. Spoiler alert. I joined Instagram last week. I have no idea. None. So it's okay. But what's great about this, our producer, Scott Barbarino, and Tony Javid, our associate producer, we've been all talking, figuring out what are we going to do. We've been watching other shows because back in August and September, we were like the only live streaming show. And now you can't turn on a computer without 37 shows, which is great because it keeps us all connected and enjoying, and just thank God for live music. However we're getting it, thank God for live music. So we've got some great guests. This is our brand new virtual everything. So I'm going to keep things moving right now. We'll have some more talking. You've got some lovely people coming up. But in the meantime, I just want to say this. Together again. Gee, it's good to be together again. I just can't imagine that you've ever been gone. It's not starting over. It's just going on. Together again. Now we're here and there's no need remembering when. 'Cause no feeling feels like that feeling. Together again. Jerry Hartman, up tempo. Together again. Gee, it's good to be together again. I just can't imagine that you've ever been gone. It's not starting over, it's just going on. Together again. Now we're here and there's no need remembering when. 'Cause no feeling feels like that feeling. Together again. again. Who's your daddy? Thank you. Thank you. I'm assuming there is thunderous applause. Oh, no, I can look. Now, when we do the shows live, the boys are watching and I can never see the comments. I actually can sort of see. Oh, they go, oh, Jimmy Donahue says it's like Max Headroom. Well, actually, you all can see the comments, so I don't need to read them to you. Lynn Heiligman, who is actually the reason I'm in Atlantic City. Thanks, Lynn. Says, you mean together still. Yay. Okay. Oh, clap, clap. Oh, Todd, we got applause. Okay. You can all read that. I don't need to bore you with that. And I go, oh, one of our guests is coming in. In the meantime, I'm going to do one more song and then bring up our first guest. I love that. Now, some of them are self-contained, and a few of us have been talking, and like I have recorded their songs and then sent them to them. So we handle everything for everybody. But I'd like to do one more little sing along. I'm going to imagine you're singing right along with me. When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go. Oh. We all got worries. There's no noise, there's no hurries. Nothing helps, I know. Stay home. Just listen to our music. There's no traffic in the city. Don't linger on the sidewalk. Just make sure your mask is pretty. How can you live? Don't sit around and let your problems surround you. There are Netflix shows. Stay home. There are to find some little places to clean out where you never go. Stay home, and you may find you're quarantined and alone or with your mother. Make very sure you lock the door. You now are your own lover. So glad that we see you here. Just forget some of your troubles and see if... Oh, let me do that part again. This is live, isn't it? Okay. So glad that we see you here. Forget just some of your troubles. See if I'm still queer. Stay home. We will be safe at home. Stay home. FaceTime friends on the phone. Stay home. Piano Bar Live misses you. Say, stay home. A little bit softer now. Stay home. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Before I bring up our first guest, I want to let you know that in these times, every time you turn around, people are asking for money. And if you've got it and can help people, it's great. In our business and all of my friends, all of us, our work just stopped with thousands of others. So we do have our virtual tip bowl, PayPal, and Venmo that if you are able to help out, we appreciate it more than you will ever know. But we're here for each other. So we know we're all in the same boat. So we just love that you're here with us. I would like to bring up our first guest, and she was one of my first guests. I've known her for a very long time. She's completely crazy. And staying at home, would you please welcome Elaine Brier and Jim Keefe? Hi, hi, Jim. You guys have the cutest little cul-de-sac. Are you in the basement?
No, this is the living room. We have a basement. The basement is pink.
The basement is pink?
We have 3 daughters, so the basement is pink.
Well, of course you do. Hello. I just don't see them out at the bars with you. So it's a whole other world. So are you two are you two staying together?
Oh, no. Jim is just my baby daddy. That's all.
And Elaine is my first wife.
Yeah, that's right. So we're your favorite favorite divorce duo.
Well, no, that's great. Well, it's not great. We know what I mean.
Second favorite.
You're both quarantined together with the Chirins. With the Chirins. You got the Chirins. And you're all there. Oh, God. What are you drinking, Elaine?
This is some vodka that I infused with Reese's peanut butter cups. It's very delicious.
Okay, I have to think about that. But actually, I don't have to think about it. Give it to me. I'll take it. Hey, listen.
I should have a cocktail, so.
How have you both, and I'm not ignoring you, Jim. I know you're back there. How are you both, and especially with the girls, how are you guys handling everything? Are you about ready to kill each other? You have corners to go to, you know. How's life for you guys?
We're getting along great because we're not living together. The kids are another thing, but it's nice that we take turns, and so I get a break, he gets a break. Actually, kind of ideal.
I'm actually lucky to have another place to go to.
Well, there you go. Well, listen, I'm thrilled that you guys were able to do this, and I'm even more thrilled of the fact that you're self-contained. I can just sit here and drink. Well, I won't tell you what I'm drinking yet because after the show I'll be drinking. Right now it's Fiji water, but I would like to turn it over to the two of you to make your magic.
Possible of you.
I drink to you both. Thank you for joining us. Take it away.
Thanks for having us. All right.
Do we sound okay? Do we have to check 1, 2?
Is this thing on? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to do for you a lovely Italian standard. Okay. Actually, it ceases to be a lovely Italian standard because I've ruined it beyond recognition. But it used to be a lovely Italian standard. Why some guy drunk on wine says, "Hey babe, what's your sign?" That's a moron.
That's a moron.
When your unfailing date asks, "Have you gained some weight?" That's a moron.
That's a moron.
When some teen asks her cat the school chum dressed in plaid what she's wearing tomorrow.
Pajamas. Probably.
Chances are that girl is just one nickel short of a jar.
What is a jarro?
When some film critic raves and says Cats is his fave, that's a moron.
That's a moron.
When some adolescent hack says a Tide Pod's a snack, he's one too. Okay. When someone asks,
Hey.
what street is the Statue of Liberty on? Just like Trump or that governor from Georgia, you know that's a moron. But wait, it gets worse. When some religious guy thrives on no booze but 10 wives, that's a Mormon.
That's a Mormon.
When some guy who's expired sings "Come on, babe, light my fire," that's Jim Morrison.
That's Jim Morrison.
When some guy from the Honeymooners says, "Hey, Ralphie boy," well, you know that's Ed Norton. And that weird girl from the Gong Show that nobody remembers, well, that's J.P. Morgan.
She's a lesbian.
When gal just supposes everything's coming up roses, that's a merman.
That's a merman.
When a Tiger King uses meth to get 2 straight guys to marry him, that's just fucked. Who doesn't? If these awful rhymes have offended you, I beg your pardon. When this song's sung the way it's supposed to, you know that's Dean Martin, but he is dead. Yay!
Wow. If I have any indication, we've got lots of laughing going on. That was terrific. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay, fantastic. Well, hey, thank you so much for joining us. That was fantastic. And but the only thing that's going to make it better is when we get to see you in person again. So
Aw.
let's make it, let's make that real soon. And you've
Okay,
got
yeah.
lots of applause on the side there. So thank you so much.
Close the window now.
Bye,
We're going to
sweetheart.
close the window now. Bye-bye. I'll take you out now. Hey everybody, thanks so much for hanging in there with us. I think we're doing all right so far. So my name is Tony Javid. I'm associate producer, and this is coming to you sort of, the hub is now moved to good old Harlem, New York City. So I'm actually here to introduce our next act, and it's kind of exciting because for those of you who are regular viewers, you know that our illustrious producer Scott Barberino has given us a veritable pipeline of exciting new up-and-comers courtesy of Ellen's Stardust Diner. So we have just one of the most loveliest, most talented, who's about to join me in a second, and well, what the heck, I'm just going to bring her in right now. Everybody say hello to Meg Dwinell.
Yay!
Hello!
Oh, this is so cool.
Yeah, it kind of is. It kind of is. It's so good to see you again. So, it's great to see you. So, you know what? It's the question that's on everybody's lips. How are you doing? How's it going?
I'm good. I'm okay. I'm also in Harlem, just chilling out, in the apartment, going out to get groceries. That's about it. Besides that, I stick my head out the window for some fresh air, and that's it, hanging in there. How are you?
Yeah. Well, great. Now this is definitely the largest amount of people that I've been hanging out with. They may not be in the flesh, but what the heck? It's the next best thing. And we've been doing this a while now, so this is how we come together. So it's just a little format difference. That's all. Yeah. So one thing I just want to let everyone know is that they do things a little differently at Ellen's, and it's the way that they sing is they do it to karaoke tracks. So Megan's going to be bringing us, serving up some karaoke song style and realness in a few seconds. But before that, I also really did want for you to just give us a little bit of the deets on your own Ellen's GoFundMe.
Yes, yeah. So there's a Ellen's GoFundMe. It was started by Stardust Family United. It is for our coworkers who aren't able to get unemployment, because some of us, have been lucky enough to get through that mess that is unemployment, but some people have not. And we're doing it to help out. And it's servers, front of staff, back of staff. It's everyone. It's for everybody. It's just to help out the people, that can't get the help that they need. And there's different tiers. We are doing something where if you donate $50, you can request a song and a Starduster to sing said song and post it for you. And that's kind of what we've been doing to keep us connected, keep us motivated. And it's been really fun. So if you have anything to give, like Michael said earlier, I know times are hard for everyone, but if you have anything, it's greatly appreciated.
Thank you so much for letting us know about that, and we hope that your coffers continue to fill. The need is real. So, but you know what? Yeah, we're living in these times, but we're also here to have a heck of a lot of fun. So you are officially tag your it. You're the ringleader. I'm just going to bounce myself out, and after you're done, Mac will come back to introduce the next act. So again, you got the solo, so I'll take it away.
Cool. This is so cool. So I am going to be singing a little Easy to Be Hard from Hair. It's one of my favorite songs. I think it speaks, for this time. I've never sung it outside my apartment, which is still true after this. But I mean, hey, it's fun. Let's do it. How can people be so heartless? How can people be so cruel? Easy to be hard. easy to be cold. How can people have no feelings? How can they ignore their friends? Easy to be proud. Easy to say no. Especially people who care about strangers, who say they care about social injustice. Do they only care about the bleeding crowd? How about a needing friend? I need a friend. How can people have no feelings? You know I'm hung up on you, easy to give in, easy to help out. Oh, especially people who care about strangers, who say they care about social injustice. Do you only care about the bleeding crowd? How about a needing friend? I need a friend. How can people have no feelings? How can people be so cruel? Easy to be hard. Easy to be cold. Easy to be proud. Easy to say no. Thank you.
Thank you, Megan. Hi, Ani. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You sound great. Thank you for doing this for us.
Thank you. Of course.
Don't forget the GoFundMe for Ellen's, and we're GoFunding for all of us, everybody.
Everybody.
Thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Tony's going to slide you out. I'm going to, oh, bye. That was Meg Dwinell. Our good friends and a lot of our guests are from Ellen Stardust Diner in Manhattan, and we love them. Again, when Scott and I talked about doing this, originally Piano Bar Live was to like round up a lot of us seasoned piano bar and cabaret people, and joining us, having the new breed, like the young kids, like, you know, kids coming in. So it's a mix of old and new. We teach them the old songs. They teach us the new. Who knows? It's just the fact that we've got music from everywhere. I think Scott has a term about the 5 families, which refers sort of, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong later, Scott, of some of the piano bars in New York. There was the Brandy's people, the Don't Tell Mama. We all worked together, but there were what Scott calls the families, and this is reuniting all the families. We just love the fact that we're all in this together. So, and then especially on a night like this, I want to let you know, because I saw, hi Diane Arnstein. I know she was saying she's waiting patiently for me. Well, where were you? You missed my whole act at the beginning. We start at 7:15 ish, just because in New York City at 7 o'clock. People go out and clap and bang pots and make noise and salute the heroes, and the front line people are, and the front line people are grocery people. It's just people that are keeping everyone alive and doing their jobs, from medical to simply stocking the vegetables at the Acme or the ShopRite. So, and taking their lives in their hands. So God bless all of you. I also want to point out that I had posted on Facebook, Brian Stokes Mitchell, a big Broadway star and the president of the Actors Fund, survived being ill with the virus for 3.5, 4 weeks. He's now home in his apartment in Manhattan. And at 7 o'clock, right after the applause, he sings The Impossible Dream out of his window. And I know the video's out there. If you can find it, it's stunning. And we love him. Not only does the Actors Fund take care of a lot of us. So thank you, everybody that's doing this. Now back to the fun, because it's so heavy. We need to make sure we're still just having a good time, because we all ride the waves. It's like one day, oh, this is fine. The next day, I'm like, I'm going to jump out a window. So not seriously, but one of my fun friends that's waiting in our green room, our streaming system, I think it's called StreamYard. This is all new. The children told Daddy how to show up and do this. So I just sit and look. But standing by in our green room is one of our good friends from many, many, many years, from many, many, many piano bars and cabarets. Would you please welcome my friend, Mr. Aaron Lee Battle? Hi!
How are you?
Beetlejuice.
Exactly. I'm like crazy. I don't know what's going on. I'm too old for this. But this is great. It's really fun. Huh?
I said, look who you're talking to.
I'm like, I'm sitting here watching. I know.
While you sing, is that all right? How's my hair? Oh, gee, good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm really good.
In Manhattan, did you get out? Get out. It's like a big escape. I mean, I'm lucky that my friend has a fabulous, beautiful beach house down just outside Atlantic City, and she's my good buddy for many, many years. So we're just hanging out, and it was good to get out of my little apartment, because I would have chewed the scenery by now. So I'm really grateful for where I am. I just know that so many of my friends, you included, you know, you're right there. You're dealing with it day to day in Manhattan, in those teeny tiny apartments, and very few bodegas that are still open, or, you know, where you can go. I know. But anyway, you're doing okay?
I'm good. You know, our grocery stores are fine. I'm actually in downtown Brooklyn, but you know, I get to I go out a lot, pretty much. I walk around. There's not a lot of people on the streets. You know, go to the pharmacy when I need to get some stuff, and but I try to get out of the house like every other day or something, just to go outside. It's kind of, you know, my apartment's small, but and you know what? I'm eating. You can see it in my face. I'm getting fat, but it's like eat, sleep, and that's it.
I got chicken cacciatore waiting for me after the show. So I'm like, can we move this along? Daddy's got to eat. No, it's okay.
Exactly. But this is great. I'm really happy to be a part of this. And you know what? We need it. That's really what it is, to get us together, and the people to laugh and hear some music and try and leave some of this for a little while. Is really the most important thing that we could be doing. And I want to thank you and Scott and Tony and everybody else who's involved in this for, you know, putting this together.
Hey, you're always like, you bailed us out so many times that we just, you know, we love having you. So, you know,
I love being here.
Well, good. You got a little something you want to do for us?
I do, and I hope it works, because again, I don't know any of this stuff.
We're all in the same boat. Everybody's got, here's my boombox, here's my phone. Can I hear it on my iPad? Can I plug it into the computer? We don't know.
Is the music going to start when I want it to? Is the music going to start when I want it to, or am I going to end up in the middle of the song and not know where I am? But
I know.
It's good. It's all good. It's all good. You know, that's all I have to say.
Well, why don't I let you take it away? And thank you again for joining us. Aaron Lee Battle.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Whew. I wish by golly I would spread my wings and fly and let this heartless little home that I am used to know to be like eagles when they ride upon the wind and taste the sweetest taste of freedom for my soul. And I'll be free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'll be free at last. To let my spirit lie where harm cannot come by, to make this harmless little heart that I is blessed to go. I wish by God that I could spread my wings and fly and taste the sweetest taste of freedom for my soul. And I'd be free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'll be free at last, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'll be free at last, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'll be free at last. I'll be free at last, free at last. Great God Almighty, I'll be free at last. Thank you.
You better take me to church. I was like, I love it. Do thank you. I love when you go, thank you. That's a great. No, there you are. I
Open my eyes.
I go, oh, what is the I love what you've done with your hair.
Oh, wait, thank you.
Yeah, it's about what I'm about to do to mine.
It's like everyone's complaining about they got to get their haircut. I just know it's fine.
I know. It's not. My housemate Lynn is threatening to help me out, so I might be completely bald next Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining us. And stay safe, and we'll talk because we're talking FaceTime, Zooming. I Zoomed at noon today. Who knew I could Zoom? So all of these platforms that just keep us connected. So thank you, my friend. And we will talk to you soon. And thank you for joining us tonight.
All right. Thank you all. Stay safe, everybody. Bye-bye.
So my next guest, I'm going to bring up. Bring him up. Another buddy of mine I've known for a very long time, and we met when he was the New York music conductor for Avenue Q, and I was going on the road with Avenue Q, and so we knew each other sort of from the bars, and we hung out, and he helped me a lot when I was getting ready to take Avenue Q out on the road, which was one of the joys of my life, still is. And he is right now in sunny, is it sunny? It's sunny Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And at a club that I started working at when it opened 3 years ago with our friend Tracy Parks. He owns Encanto in Puerto Vallarta. And I had two of my favorite summers there. Actually, no, not summers, winters. I forgot. It felt like summer. Anyway, I will stop babbling. Would you please welcome live from Encanto in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, Mr. Mark Hartman.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
I love the sign.
Don't you just? Isn't it amazing? You can see that we're closed. There's a steel grate here.
I know. Usually you can see the trees, the patio, and the river.
Yeah, this overlooks the Rio Quale normally, but we're all closed, so everything is boarded up. It's terrible.
I can't imagine, because I know there's a lot of New York performers that come down to Puerto Vallarta and work for weeks and months, and I know a lot of you are not, whether you're stuck there or chose to stay there depending on travel and all that. How did you end up staying? Is it just easier? And how are you and Tracy and everybody dealing with it there?
Well, I was supposed to be here until at least the end of March and probably a little bit into April. Then I was going on the road with Meow Meow, who's a wonderful Australian singer and performer.
Oh,
we had a big tour going on.
I thought when you referred to Meow Meow, I thought you were talking about another tour of Cats. And I was like, better to stay. Yeah, now
no, we should never want that. So I was going to be down here and I was making some preparations to leave, and then suddenly on St. Patrick's Day, we were unceremoniously shut down.
Yeah.
So I had a few choices, and New York was not the place I sort of wanted to go. And I figured traveling through 3 airports to get to my septuagenarian parents' place was probably not the best thing to do. So I just stuck it out here. I'm still sticking it out here. Thank you, Tracy, for helping me continue to have housing and a roof over my head. Well, and of course, as we know, pesos go further than dollars.
Oh yeah, I love those margaritas on the roof at oh my God, what's Frida's?
Oh yes,
the Avita balcony at Frida's. Tom Viola and I would sit out there many a night having what was equivalently like $1 margarita pesos. But you've also, because now, like I said earlier, when we started this back in August, September, nobody was like doing this, and now everybody's doing this. So we almost have to put like, you know, they have the original Pancake House. We need to put the original Piano Bar Live. But since you've been there, you've been able to do a lot of shows, a lot of the entertainers, and yourself streaming, which is like great, because at least it gets you out of the house, and it gets you out of the house.
Exactly. My little condo is like directly across the street, so I don't have to be outside very much at all to get here. And we've done several shows from here. I was working with Sutton Lee Seymour, who is one of our favorite performers. And I was doing shows with Sutton over at the Palm Cabaret this season. So we've done a couple of live shows from here. We did a show a few days ago with Enrique de Allende.
I saw.
Fantastic.
I saw Enrique. It's like
yes, he's wonderful.
Muy guapo. Oh wait, I was Papi Gusta. That's how I say it. Papi Gusta. Papi muy gusta.
Muy gusta. Yeah, so that show was great, and that was a benefit for all the waiters and bartenders here at Encanto who have been laid off because there's no unemployment in Mexico. So we raised a lot of money for them, and that was really great to do.
Yeah, I just can't imagine. It's bad enough for like me and us in New York, and then you start to think about other places, and it boggles the mind, and you just don't know. So the best thing is, like I said earlier, it's like, I know a lot of people don't have much money to give, but the more I watch between Seth Rudetsky and James Wesley, the Stars in the House on YouTube, twice a day with big, it's like, it saved my life. And you can watch them anytime if you don't. So I watch all of those shows. Jim Caruso just started a Pajama Cast Party on Monday nights. And so everybody started like band together and go, listen, we're going to at least try to do what we can do. And if y'all got a couple of bucks to throw towards people, we know where it needs to go. But we also know that we just need to breathe and have a little bit of entertainment and a little bit of normalcy. And if you don't have a dime to give, it's okay, join the party. So, it balances out. But anyway, all of that, thank you so much for doing this. I love, what time is it there right now?
It's only an hour behind you. We sprang forward too, so we're yes, I'm an hour earlier than you.
Well, let me turn this over to you and say hi to all my friends and Tracy and all the boys and girls in Puerto Vallarta. And thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, live from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, at Encanto, Mr. Mark Hartman.
Hi, all. Thanks so much, Mac. Thanks, Scott and Tony and everyone involved. Thanks, Matt, for helping me troubleshoot some audio earlier today. It's been it's great being down here and great being able to do a number for the two youth. and my keyboard turned off. I've been in the green room so long, my piano turned off. Now my polarity's backward. Good Lord. See, I've solved all these tech issues, and now I have to resolve them again.
It's all good.
Here we go.
Take it away.
When the sun comes out and the rain... Guys, give me 1 sec.
Do what you got to do.
My pedal has died on me again. Yes. The polarity is backward on my pedal. I fixed all this, and then I was waiting so long in the green room that everything shut down. Now I'm good.
All right. Take it away again.
When the sun comes out and the rain stops beating on my window pane, when the sun comes out, there'll be bluebirds round my door, singing like they did before. And the storm broke out, and my lover went and left me in the rain. Though you're gone, I die. If you'll stay away for good, I'd stop living if you should. Love is funny. It's not always peaches, cream, and honey. Just when everything seemed bright and sunny, suddenly the cyclone came, and I'll never be the same till that sun comes out and the rain stops beating on my window pane. If my heart holds out, let it rain and let it pour. It may not be long before there's a knocking at my door, and I'll know the one I love walked in when the sun comes out. Funny, it's not always peaches, cream, and honey. Just when everything seemed bright and sunny, suddenly the cyclone came, and I'll never be the same when the sun comes out and my love walks in from the rain. Till you're gone, I'll do. Let it rain and let it pour. It may not be long before there's a knocking at my door, and I know the one I love walks in when the sun comes out. When the sun comes out. When the sun comes out.
Yeah, Mark Hartman.
There we go.
Hey, before I let you
false
go,
starts.
it's okay. Listen, everybody's. It's like, oh, this is great. Oh no, this isn't working out. Hold please. Sound check. It's all good. It makes more of the live experience.
It is totally live.
Before I let you go, I want to just as a quick little plug of Encanto in Puerto Vallarta is one of the most beautiful clubs. Now I don't know if your camera can move. I miss that beautiful mirror and the beautiful chandelier. We'll see it in pictures later. But what our viewers may not know, when you go to Puerto Vallarta, you must go to Encanto. It's like 7 clubs in one. The downstairs is a cabaret room. Outside, you can eat fabulous food along the beautiful Rio Qual, the river. I call it the river. Every once in a while, I'd see people coming down there doing their laundry. Do they still do their laundry against the rocks under the bridge?
Absolutely.
I think that was my boyfriend. I used to go, he's doing his laundry.
He was my boyfriend.
And then upstairs, where Mark is right now, is a fabulous piano bar, and again, another out. It's a great club. Tracy Parks opened this club a couple of years ago, and it's great. And I'm really happy that you're there. I hope to be back there next season. And next season, whenever you're ready. But once again, thank you for doing this. Stay safe down there. Give my best to everybody down there. And we will talk to you soon. Mark Hartman.
See you soon.
Oh, here I am. So in case you've noticed, it's like, this is, I showered. I don't normally wear this. I'm not wearing pants right now. But I'm not panning down. It's still no pants. Now, when we were doing this live, we used to try to do No Pants Monday, at least for Bobby Belfry and Mario behind the bar at Brandy's. Our love to everybody at Brandy's. We miss you. Our love to everybody in all the piano bars and the clubs. I love the fact that Marie's Crisis has been doing like 24/7 live piano bar all the time. People are just doing it at home. It's inspiring and wonderful to see everything that's happening, how creative people are getting under stressful times. So once again, I wanted to let you know that we beg you. We have a GoFundMe page for Piano Bar Live just in general that we've been trying to build until boom, hello, COVID-19. So anything, if you can throw money our way, we will take it. We love it, but we do understand everybody needs money. So we get it. I think Tony was going to put up the Venmo and PayPal for us. We also have a GoFundMe page. Everything you want to find on Piano Bar Live is on our Facebook page. You can look at videos from the past shows, all of them, except for one. We only lost one show. But you can watch all the shows that we've done in the past, and there are many of them with great, fabulous stars, and of which we're going to be getting some more back. And the best thing is you can watch the show, and you can fast forward through and find your favorites. But with all the things people are looking for to Netflix and to binge and to stream, you can stream all 3,700 of our previous Piano Bar Lives. You can spend weeks doing that, and it'll be fun. So please do that. Speaking of stars, we have a good lineup coming up, and we are going to be doing this, Lord willing, in the meantime, every Tuesday. We've moved to Tuesday nights. For now, we used to do Mondays. But we didn't want to compete with things that are going on streaming. So Tuesday nights, 7:15, after the 7:00 salute to our heroes in New York City. And so we've got a good lineup, and we will continue doing that. But I would like to bring up our final guest for the evening, and one of my dearest friends, and a big, big star in the world of cabaret. We met at Don't Tell Mama. We opened 88s together. I think she did the show for like 3 years running, Saturday nights at 88s. But in the meantime, I would like to bring up our big star, Nancy. Nancy Dimpanero, Nancy.
Yeah, baby.
Dimpanero, Nancy.
Honey. Hi, baby. How are you?
Honey, every time we do that, when we know that you're watching and we're live at Brandy's, and I can't see the screen, but Tony and Scott will write down, sometimes in big letters, sometimes with a great felt tip pen, that who's watching. So every time I would get to you, I would do your theme song. But I've never been able to do your theme song with you until now.
I know. Here we are, for God's sakes. Look at us.
So
First time I've had clothes on in 5 weeks. Or makeup, or jewelry, or anything.
I know, and it's like just for this quick little 10 minutes, and then it's back to stretch caftans and sweatpants.
That's right, baby. It's back to those struts. How you doing? Everything is great tonight, though. It's going really well.
Hey, the boys have pulled the shit together. Like I said, I show up and go, I don't know, push.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sitting here and I'm going. That's we just.
Well, you're the host, honey. You don't have to know any of that technical stuff. You just have to shine, baby.
Yeah, I am, because all my lights are like right in my glasses. I'm trying to think, going, okay, I'm just blinding you all, so it's all okay.
Look, my husband put up a little rain curtain in the back.
I'm loving it. You got glitz and glamour, and you're all ready to go.
What? And this for the next 6 months after this, I'll be in my sweats again. So here you go. I got to seize the moment, baby. What are you talking about?
So, and I know you're upstate, just outside of Albany.
We are. We're near Saratoga Springs. Yes.
With your lovely husband and all
my lovely husband Wayne and my little puppy dog Logan T. Hogan and Franklin Sebastian Timpanero Hogan. He's very regal.
I last summer I was swimming with Logan T. Hogan in your pool.
I know.
Hudson River. Yeah. No,
he misses his Uncle Honey.
I know. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm Uncle Honey. Okay, it's like
Uncle Honey, yes.
Well, Uncle Honey would like you to sing a little bit.
All right, hold on a second.
So how about if you do?
You have to tell me. I'm going to do this, right? But I'm like Aaron. I'm technically challenged here, and you did these tracks for me, which are great. But if I'm too loud, just like do something like this on the screen, so I know.
Loud. That's something you've never heard before. If Tony needs to, he will pop in because he's at mission control.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave you to do it, and I'll be sitting here enjoying my Fiji water.
All right, baby.
I can change, upgrade.
Okay.
So do your one song, and we'll chat some more.
All right. I have a microphone and everything. I can feel like I'm in a little cabaret here.
Smell you. I don't have a microphone. I got a bottle.
Well, honey, we'll have to set you up. Wait, I got too much reverb, I think. Hold on.
Doesn't sound like it here. You sound fine.
All right. Here, wait, hold on.
That's like
Here we go. Why should I stay on the shelf? I've been unfair to myself. False pride never got me a thing. So I'm throwing my hat in the ring. I'm a great big baby, craving for a little love. It's scary looking at myself. Kind of heavy maybe, but I can learn to love a dove. Now I got lips and I got arms, got a heart and lots of charms. Won't some Romeo step up, I dare you. Now don't let my ass scare you. I'm a great big baby who wants to be your honey lamb. There'd be a rush to claim me if you knew how sweet I am. Why do guys approach with caution? Such an extra special portion. I'm a great big baby craving for a little love. Oh God, Mike, E, it would be a shame to waste all this, wouldn't it? I may not be cheap, kids, but I'm certainly reasonable. Why do guys approach with caution? Such an extra special portion. I'm a great big baby. Oh, I said a great big baby. I'm just a great big baby, craving for a little love. Oh yeah,
honey.
That was scary. I've never looked at myself singing before, and that was terrifying.
I know it's frightening. We have to, but I'm like, okay. I first of all, I love that was my request. I've loved that song ever since I first met you and loved you. And my favorite part is "Don't Let My Ass Scare You."
I Oh, hold on 1 second. I got to get this. Okay, here we go. Yes. You know how long I've been doing this song? 40 years.
40 years.
Who could ever say that?
We're
40 years.
It's okay.
I'm 67. How crazy is that? I know.
I'm right behind you.
I feel like that we're still, you know, like maybe 30 in the bars or something like that. You know,
I feel exactly the same. I'm like, I'm only 35, 32. You know, it's fine.
My grandmother used to say that. She was 99, and she said, in my head, I feel like I'm 18. I feel like a kid. You know, it's just that when I get up and try to walk, that it's I realize how old I really am. But, you know.
No, when I try to go up the stairs, that's how, or every time I need to stand up again, I have to learn how to walk again. So it's. I
know. Did you ever think we'd be talking about this stuff? It's ridiculous.
No, but it's fun. You just so you know,
what?
The balance, everything sounded great.
Well, now, you can thank my husband for that.
I know, thank God. Now, for those of you at home, like I said, we talk during the week and we find out who wants to sing what. And I will sit here in my little keyboard in Atlantic City and I will record the tracks. And it's, you know, it's hard getting used to singing the tracks. And then especially what you hear it through and how to, but I want to tell you, your husband's a dream and can he come here and help me? Because it was great. The balance, it's like,
oh, that's so sweet.
We're all learning new technology, things we thought we know, things that we have 12-year-old kids to show us. But you know,
I know, but who knew there'd be like this killer virus? Did you ever think we'd be sitting in a house for like 5? I have been out of my house 2 times in 5 weeks. You know, that's it.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, and thank God you have a phenomenal house and a huge ass backyard under the river. It's stunning. So at least you could, when it's warm, you can at least get out a little bit. I always just feel so bad with all of us in New York. Well, you were in New York for a long time. You're in these tiny little apartments anyway, which you never spend that much time in to begin with. So they're going to get. So I just feel.
I've been thinking about all my friends in the city and people that are alone in their apartments, and you know, it's a tough thing emotionally and you know, especially emotionally on every level. You know.
Well, and now just learning, like, did we Zoom? Have you Zoomed? That was new to me.
Yeah, I have Zoomed.
Well, only because
I like to Zoom. Yeah,
I know. I'm with my friend Rhett today in Chicago. We Zoomed at noon. I have a Zoom at noon. But for the people that are alone, it's like find your Zoom. It's like message.
Yeah. Fortunately, you get on social media and you can it makes a difference to be able to connect and talk and it really does. And sometimes I go from being like completely serene and calm to being like completely panic stricken. So I ride that crest and I know it's my friends and that's when I really have to reach out and say, you know, talk to them because the bottom line is we're going to be okay. We're going to get through.
Absolutely.
And we have this remarkable governor who is like really, everybody wants him, you know what I mean? Sexually and in every other way. And, you know, the guy, I could jump on him for God's sake.
Whoever Pace wants to marry him, I want to marry Chris.
I know.
There's enough for everybody. As opposed to.
There's a lot of comos going around.
No, I know. Listen, would you do another song?
I would love to do another song. I would love it, especially because you did it for me and it's beautiful. And this is one of my favorite all-time songs. I should tell you about this song. When I was growing up, this was my mother and my grandmother's favorite song. It used to be my grandfather's favorite song. I never met him. So I've been singing it all these years. And when my mom had Alzheimer's for 11 years. And when I really wanted to connect with her and I really wanted to draw her out, this was the one song that always brought her back to me. So I know, but so for that,
that's a great thing.
It was a great thing. And so when I sing it now, you know, it's for her and it's for all of us because I know that this is the one thing that's going to get us through. And that's that connection and you know, the fact that we love each other. And I think if one thing is really coming out of this whole thing is that, you know, even though we are separated, and a lot of people have said this, it's true. I realize what I don't need, which is most of the stuff that I thought I needed.
Yeah.
And really what I need are my friends and my family and that connectedness. And that's what I think we're all getting down to the basics. Like all that other external stuff doesn't really matter anymore, you know?
I know.
I love you, honey.
I love you. And Uncle Honey would like to hear that song.
All right, baby, it's for you. Here we go. The more I read the papers, the less I comprehend the world and all its papers and how it all will end. Nothing seems to be lasting, but that isn't our affair. We've got something permanent, I mean in the way we care. It's very clear our love is here to stay. Not for a year, but ever and a day. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know may just be passing fancies and in time may go. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. But our love is here to stay. Honey, listen to you play. It sounds gorgeous. I love this song, baby. I love you too. Here we go. In time, the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. But our love is here to stay. I love you, honey. I love you, everybody.
I love you too. Nancy Timpanero Hogan.
Thanks for having me on.
Thank you for joining us. And we'll talk more. And you'll be back because, you know, back live. I want
to have a rain curtain, for God's sake.
I mail me that rain curtain. Bless her heart. I ironed this sheet, and it's hanging on the big screen TV. But when I go wide there, you can see the walls, which are actually gray, but they come out.
All right, honey, you look fabulous, and I'm going to send you my rain curtain in the mail. There you go. Hopefully, we won't need it much longer.
It's like a Santa Claus. Who you calling a hoe? But that's so. I love you very much, and you did our Halloween show with you, Sharon McKnight, and Christine Zabornik, and
crazy ass women.
That night, and if those of you that are looking for shows to stream, go to our Halloween show on our webpage. Watching you broads, you all did your own thing, and then the three of you doing "Gotta Get a Gimmick," and then Christine dropping trow. It was like one of the highlights.
It was a little retro.
My career. Oh my God, I love you. Thank your husband. Give my love to the boys.
I will. And I hope I see you in the flesh very soon.
Absolutely. Thank you. Nancy Timpanero Hogan.
Hi, everybody.
Nancy. Okay, I'm having way too much fun. And I have to squint because you're all like over there, but I get to sometimes read the comments. I'm sorry if I'm ignoring some of you. I will go back and go through them, but I love that you're there and I love that I can see them because, as some of you know, if you watch the live shows, the boys write it down and then I read it later. I was going to do a quick little song before I do my final song to just cover in case we've missed anyone's birthdays. So are there any birthdays in the house? And I think we should have a sing-along. I want to spank you in the moonlight. I want to pull your panties down. I want to spank you in the moonlight with people all around. There they are. Look at them. There's like, see, Alice and Russ and Leslie and Todd and Leslie and Jay and Lynn and Piano Bar Live. What the hell is that? I want to tan your little fanny. I want to wear your sequin gown. You know who you are. And I want it in a much larger size. I want to spank you in the moonlight until you can't sit down. And we know how that goes. We go faster and faster. And when we're all together again, we'll finish the birthday song. Ta-da! Spanking you. Spank you in the moonlight. Spank you. Okay, I'm losing my mind. I want to leave you with a song that was written by our friend, Mr. David Friedman, a longtime friend. The song was sung by our good friend, the late, great Nancy Lamott, among a million other people. And I want you all to stay safe, stay healthy, get on Zoom, call us. We can talk anytime, day or night, because half the time we don't know what day it is or what time it is. You can put on outfits, whatever. Oh, Nina. Hi, Nene. She says, hi, Daddy. Hi, Nene. Just checking the guy. Daniel Dunlow. Spank you very much. Daniel was my Leo to my Max and the producers, and he now runs, the Green Room 42 at the Yotel. And we'll talk later. I hope you guys are all well, and just everybody in New York, stay safe. We will be back, unless otherwise notified, every Tuesday at 7:15. Again, at 7 o'clock, the New Yorkers salute our first responders and our heroes and our medical teams and our grocery clerks and our UPS drivers and our mail carriers and just everybody that's trying to hold it together and making life as semi-normal as it can be in whatever the hell this is we're going through. So David Friedman, a longtime friend and an incredible songwriter. I'd like to shout out to David and Sean up in Connecticut. And I'd like to thank you all. I'd like to thank Tony, who's been running everything from the end, and our producer, and the reason we're all here to begin with, Scott Barbarino. I have to say, because we didn't get a chance to, that the MAC Awards were a month ago, and we were honored to win the 2020 MAC Award for Show of the Year. And that just floored us, and we couldn't be prouder. And I thank Scott and Tony and Michael Barbieri, who runs our camera at Brandy's, Bobby Belfry, who's usually my co-host, Mario and Jim Lazar at Brandy's, who give us the space to work, and then all of the guests and people that come in that just show up because we ask them to. So I'd like to thank you all for joining us tonight. We'll see you next week, and I'd like to leave you with this song. So many things we can't control, so many hurts that happen every day, so many heartaches that pierce the soul, so much pain that won't ever go away. How do we make it better? How do we make it through? What can we do when there's nothing we can do? We can be kind. We can take care of each other. we can remember that deep down inside, we all need the same thing. And maybe we'll find, if we are there for each other, that together we'll weather whatever tomorrow may bring. And it's not enough to talk about it. It's not enough to sing a song. We must walk the walk about it. You and I, do or die. We've got to try to get along. We can be kind. We can take care of each other. We can remember that deep down inside, we all need the same thing. And maybe we'll find, if we are there for each other, that together we'll weather whatever tomorrow may bring. Maybe we'll find true peace of mind if we always remember we can be kind. Stay safe. Thank you very much.